Madden Football is the home of Super Bowl 57, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Browns and the Bears, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic win here, as it'll be the AFC champion Cleveland Browns taking on the NFC champions, the Chicago Bears. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis, CD. All eyes on the AFC champs. A lot of folks out there in Ohio have waited a long time for this night. What a story. The Cleveland Browns, their first Super Bowl appearance ever.
It's a franchise and a fan base that's certainly been through a lot. Losing seasons, plenty of drama, a lot of failed expectations. At one point, they were winning plenty of titles in the NFL, but you have to go back to 1964 for their last one. Pre-Super Bowl era, when they beat the Baltimore Colts 27-0.
Meanwhile, it has been a roller coaster ride in Chicago the last few years. They've been up, they've been down, they've had double doinks, but now the Bears are back looking for what would be just their second Super Bowl title.
Now, we do know that the Bears had plenty of success pre-Super Bowl because they won 8 NFL titles to be exact. But as you just mentioned, looking for their second Super Bowl win, they did have another appearance in the big game. That was one that they lost to Peyton Manning and the Colts in Super Bowl 41. The win prior, Super Bowl 20.
An absolutely filthy joke. He's got some space now. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now on their opening drive of this Super Bowl. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Shoves him aside. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handle winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things, and then trust you.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Bears are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive, 4 plays, and it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. They'll be led out by Deshaun Watson. Of course, he won a national title at Clemson and already has 3 Pro Bowls under his belt in the National Football League.
And we all know about the Browns' quarterback history. All the starters ever worked out in Cleveland since the franchise was brought back. Yet in only one season, Deshaun Watson, he's finally given his franchise a quarterback who could lead them to their first Super Bowl. Even by his standards, he's exceeded expectations since arriving in that trade with Houston.
Alexander Johnson there on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Watson. Flushed out right. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
That's multiple times now. He's tagged him with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to touch it.
Oh, Chubb fumbled it, and this is picked up by the Bears. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And some room to run now. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. That good for 19 and a first down. They're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Byron Pringle, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears will add to their first-quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. And the Browns getting set to go. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. The drive will start with an option going left. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got him.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Watson. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Here's Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Here comes Pettis on the return. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Bears are feeling good as they extend their lead in the Super Bowl. Santos with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. One quarter done, 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. 21-0 our score. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2. Now Watson. And this one is incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's Grant. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now to punt this one away.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And some room to maneuver. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. 139 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. Back to throw now on 1st down. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. Montgomery. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill. Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 18. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered him down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And the Bears are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. Scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Bears continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl. 3rd and 2, Watson. Well, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. Onto the field now come the Bears. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout is going to get bigger and bigger before the final done.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 191 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. There's the stiff arm. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
2nd and 2. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This just 32 yards officially from the right hash. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment.
On to a look at the next-gen stats for the Browns in that first half. And not much went right in those first 2 quarters. You can see the numbers on the ground there. Not a whole lot to write home about so far.
One of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped, and we are on to the second half. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. These 2 teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Browns offense getting set to go to work here to start the 3rd. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them, they're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
Robert Quinn. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Bears are starting to open things up here in the Super Bowl. Santos with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession.
The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Back to throw, Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Watson. And that is incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Open man is Komet, the tight end.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the 4th quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will we be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
230 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action.
Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here at Super Bowl 57 from Glendale. Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff, the fourth and final quarter. A give. This is Montgomery. Room here to run. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And off comes to Montgomery. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket.
He hits Mooney going across the middle.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. They'll set up a throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bears. Dante Pettis from 4 yards out.
And the Bears are starting to pour it on at the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
Graham, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the fourth. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago is starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw is Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they are trying to play it cool down the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run the option left. Uses the stiff arm. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now the point after try for Santos. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi Trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10.
That's out to Chubb, complete.
And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. Now a first down throw. Watson. Flush. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Robert Quinn, his 2nd sack of the night.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. 3rd and long. It's Watson. And that will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
And these Chicago Bears have etched their name in NFL history. They are your Super Bowl champions. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've